everyone, it's Gordana. If this is the first video of mine you're watching, I welcome you. And if you have been with me through this emotional mastery journey, welcome back. In my last 11 videos, we talked deeply about emotional mastery, how emotions are formed, how our nervous system works, how to regulate, pause, build self-trust, set boundaries, and become emotionally resilient. And today's video brings everything together because emotional mastery isn't about learning more tools, it's about integration. It's about becoming whole and learning how to live in emotional alignment with ourselves and with life. So, integration means we stop trying to fix ourselves. We stop jumping from one technique to the next, hoping something will finally make us feel better. Instead, we begin living what we've learned. And this is very personal for me. Steve, I've always been interested in self-development, in understanding myself, and in learning how to make my life better. So when I was 18, I read my first self-development book, You Can Heal Your Body by Louise Hay. That book opened a door for me. And after that, I kept learning. I read many books, watched YouTube videos, listened to teachers and coaches like Joe Dispenza, Wayne Dyer, Abraham Hicks, Mel Robbins, Tony Robbins, Regan Hillier. I took courses, I journaled, I did affirmations. And what would happen is I would start and then stop. I wasn't consistent. I kept going back and forth between learning and actually living the work. And at some point, I realized something very important. I had learned so much theory that if I actually applied it, I could live a peaceful, fulfilling, aligned, and abundant life. You see, I didn't need another course. I didn't need another video. What I needed were small, consistent steps, steps that would slowly change my identity. And what really shifted everything for me was getting my health and life coaching certification and later hypnotherapy certification. That was the turning point because it asked me not to just understand the work, but to live it. And I want to be very clear here. I'm not saying that you need to go out and become health and life coach or get certified in hypnotherapy, although go for it if you like that. That's not the point. What I'm saying is this: reading and learning alone will not change your life. At some point, we have to put it in our mind that we must practice, that we must do the work. So this is just like at a job, right? We can't just show up, listen, and hope for results. We're expected to do the work. And you see, life is the same way. If we want to live the life we desire, we have to practice what we're learning daily, gently, imperfectly, but consistently. You see, even with creating these videos has been a part of my own integration. For most of my life, I believed that I had to be perfect at something before I could teach it, that I had to arrive first. But I've learned something very important. We don't have to. We don't need to be perfect. We don't need to be all or nothing. What matters is that we show up for ourselves and keep going with small, consistent, imperfect steps. I've also realized that when I create content or work one-on-one with my clients, I'm working on myself just as much as I'm supporting others, right? And that is powerful because this work creates a ripple effect, not only in our own lives, but in our relationships, our families, and the people around us. You see, integration is not a destination, it's a way of living. It's when awareness, regulation, self-trust, and compassion start to work together naturally, not perfectly, but consistently. It's when we stop trying to become someone else and start allowing ourselves to be who we already are. So let's pause together. I want you to take a deep, gentle breath in and a slow breath out. And quietly say to yourself, I don't need to be perfect to grow. I can take small steps. I'm practicing what I'm learning. And just notice how your body responds. You see, this is integration happening right now. And you see, emotional mastery is not about controlling life. It's about learning how to stay connected to ourselves with awareness, patience, and compassion. Whether this video is your first step or the closing of a longer journey, you are exactly where you need to be. And if this resonated, like, subscribe, and comment below. I choose integration. And thank you for being here. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.